Evening. How are we doing? It's quite a nice night in the Peak District. Nice and sunny. You've just seen our Ella running off into distance. Mark with daughter this evening. Our Oliver has done I think it's done 17.5 miles this afternoon solo around the local vicinity up to Whitwell Moor and Underbank Reservoir, Warncliffe Crags, and then back home. So he didn't really fancy it. Ella's been pestering, so let's get on a camp. Yeah, we're just following this track for now, Bobine. If we were to go up to the right, that's over to Cook's Study Hill. We just drop over that little ridgeline there, and we'd be where we camped last time. But we've done it before, baby. Yeah. We're going somewhere different this evening. Nice little spot down here next to Snailsden Reservoir. There is a few camping spots around banks of that I've wrecked, but we're going to head over towards Elbow End because there's a fantastic view down the valley. So that's Snailsden up there, Snailsden Pike. We get to this wall that's in front of us, turn right, and we're going to head over to where the sun's setting. Only be 15-20 more minutes, something like that. So, but it's a tad windier than we thought it was going to be, but it's not what we're worried about, so we're just carrying on. You alright, Bobine? Yeah? Put your bag on properly. So right, view the Twin Peaks of Cook's Study Hill, that where we've just come from. And if there we go, you can just see Snailsden Reservoir peeking over there. Carrying on this way to Elbow End. So that bridge takes us up to Snailsden Pike up there, and this is the start of the grouse boats. West Drive. Go in and have a look if you want, baby. It's what, baby? Yeah? So we can see sticking up on the horizon now the big cairn of Elbow End. That's where the intention to camp is this evening. We're going to get right up by the cairn and we should have a brilliant view. I'm just looking at these grouse butts as we pass them. I'm thinking if I'd have brought the Alac, we could have slotted it directly into one of the grouse butts. That'd have been quite interesting. But I've not, we've brought the Anaris, so let's get across this thing here. The mast at Home Moss, dominating the skyline just to the right of the sun. And we're not far off Elbow End now. Here we go. Right up to the cairn in a moment. There we go, the cairn of Elbow End, baby. What did I say about views from here? So it's quite windy where we're pitching the Anaris. I mean, it's a nice flat spot, and I have checked the ground to make sure the pegs are in okay, because I've been up here a few times before. But one valuable lesson that I learnt while we were up in Lake District last time when we had a nightmare with wind at Great Cars, one lesson that I learnt then is the Anaris door, once locked down, is exceptionally strong. So I'm pitching it door into the wind, and I'm going to lock this side down. So we'll watch for the results in a moment. But obviously I've not got Oliver here to help me this time, so I'm not going to be able to film the tent actually getting put up. You're just taking shelter behind the cairn, aren't you, baby? Yeah? Is Alicia okay? Yes. So there's the Anaris pitch, and you can see like it's kind of leaning into wind. The door, the locked door where I've locked it with that red toggle, is like cutting the wind. Now okay, it's still ballooning up a little bit, but there's no flapping and there's hardly any movement from inside, so let's get in and start unpacking. I've just been going through all his gear that we're unpacking, and flappy door syndrome's come back, and I've gone through everything. I cannot find my peg. It's deer, 8 boners. Look at what a job it does. Just completely keeps it at a boat race. Oh, you sat right here. The peg of win. Might actually be raining a little bit now, so I'm gonna get some food cooked before I've nearly packed everything. As I say, I were looking for peg. Most essential bit of gear in kit now, that peg. So I'm gonna get Trangia blasted up and we'll get some cooking done. Are you okay, little boppy?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're just on your iPad, aren't you, babe? Yeah. Good girl. iPad. Right, start with getting some fuel in Transia. That should do it. Get him lit up. There we go. There we go, it's nearly ready. Just battling against a little bit of wind, that's all. In fact, the frying pan will probably help cover it now. So what we're cooking this evening then, we've got some burgers. Ella's having a cheeseburger, she don't want any bread with hers. So she's just gonna have a cheeseburger, and then I'm gonna have a burger with some salad. We've got a couple of spares if we're still hungry as well, so we've got options tonight. So I've put the simmer thing on now. I think I had the temperature too high. The flame's a bit lower now. The burger was sticking. It weren't quite cooking properly, so but we're a bit happier now. It's going quite well now. Nearly there now. So Ella's wanting cheese on us. Let's get the cheese sorted. Nice and hot side. Don't know how well it's going to melt, but hopefully it'll be okay for her. What's your burger come out like, baby? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Just a cheeseburger with no bread, yeah? Yeah. Super. Wind's gone absolutely post-mental. But we're getting through. Get Trangia tucked down in a minute. My burger's nearly ready, so get that tucked down in a moment. And get my boots off, get retired for evening. I'll give you a few quick shots outside at tent first. 360, it looks lovely at night now. Looks brilliant at night now. So there we go. My burger with salad. The wind has gone absolutely insane. Old Moss lit up there, and then we start looking across Barnsley and towards Stocksbridge and Sheffield. That's Emily Moore Cook's studio there, and Snails. And I'm getting in because this is freezing. So right, so we've got us mats up and Ella's in a sleeping bag, and I've not brought a sleeping bag tonight. I've just brought an OEX sleeping bag liner because at forecasted temperature and with wind chill, it's considerably colder than it was looking like it was going to be. So I'm just going to leave me hoodie on. Right, we're just having 5 more minutes, aren't we, Ella? And then we're going to go to sleepies. Okay. Say no night. No night. Pretty wild. Right, we've sat it out for about an hour and a half, and it's too much. Ella's, you're getting a bit scared, aren't you, baby? So, I mean, it's too loud to get any sleep. We're not going to get any sleep. The tent's completely fine. I've been and checked it. Solid. It's just flappy. There's no particular problem there, but I don't want little boo being scared. You know, I could do without a sleepless night myself. We're going to walk onto the, I can't remember what it's called, but instead of going back where we've come, because at the end you drop down, and then we're going to be like out of the wind over there. We'll not be in wind for much longer that way, so we're going to walk back a different way, just get everything packed up and we're going to be away. Right, we'll leave it behind Elbow End. It got a bit much, didn't it, Booby? Yeah. So we're on its way now. Thanks for watching, we'll see you all later. Might do a little wrap up of the car. So here we are, nearly back at car now. Ella's first nighttime hike. We've done about 1.5 miles from back from Elbow End, and then before we abandoned when we were getting hit by those big ones, apparently we're up to 34-mile-an-hour gusts, and I would say that is on the limit of what the Anaris can handle. I don't know whether it could handle it all night. Possibly, you know, it's a good strong tent, but you know, let's face it, we'd rather not risk it. Ella were a little worried, and that's it. So what do you think for your first night hike, baby? Yeah, it's a bit mental, isn't it? Not what we were planning, but we had a tea. We've had a decent time in tent, and we're nearly back at his car, aren't we? So say bye to all dudes. Bye. Bye.